Hi, everyone. This is Alex Trebek. Listening to Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara is really putting yourself in jeopardy. So I never do it.
Don Geronimo.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
In a world where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, one man found a way to bring good news to his people. He made it up.
Hey, guys, from Wichita, Kansas. Ladies and gentlemen, he's as high as days long. Hey, bracelet boy. Hey, Buzz. Buzz wearing his pirate shirt.
Yes.
What's your lead story today, Buzz?
Today, radio host Tom Leykis making himself famous, one female victim at a time.
Oh, great news about disc jockeys gone bad.
Elton John wannabe.
Stay tuned for news and comment coming up on the Don and Mike Show.
That was very...
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
The Don and Mike Show. They're more soothing than a pair of buttery soft moccasins. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Yeah, apologies to you Buzz fanatics out there. We're getting the Buzz a little later than usual tonight. Sorry. That's all you haters. Just love the players. Don't be a player hater. Yeah. Time for Buzz's news, and Buzz is wild. I want to tell you, he's wild. He's brought to you by Viramax.
Someone called for doctor? Yes, sorry.
Viramax Sexual Pleasure Performance Enhancer.
Yes, sir.
Get it at 35,000 retail locations. Yes, sir. Mike, I want to tell you.
Yes, wild.
New double-strength Viramax Ultra. Get it now. 1-888 Try VMAX. Call now 1-888 Try VMAX. And without further waiting, here is Buzz.
Right here. Hi, Don and Mike.
Wild.
Yes, sir.
Wild?
Yes, sir. People, especially women who are already upset with radio talker Tom Leykis for revealing the name of Kobe Bryant's accuser, are going to hate him even more when they hear this. It turns out Tom's had his own run-in with the law over a woman, according to the Smoking Gun website.
Lovely. Great website. We've had those guys on the show plenty of time.
A 1993 Boston police report says he allegedly pushed his ex-wife's head into a brick fireplace and threatened to kill her. Quoting Tom, "There are no similarities to my case. There was no allegation of rape. The only similarity in the two cases was someone calling 911.
Okay, two things here. First, in Tom's defense, and maybe she just wouldn't listen. That's a joke.
Yeah.
Second, really, this, and I know, based on what we've just done, you might think I'm being hypocritical, but trust me, I'm not. Listen, hear me out on this. We're goofing on a very famous public person who just passed away. Now, we do a lot of stuff on this show, and I'll take responsibility for it, that's over the line, that people get pissed at. However, you get to something like an alleged sexual crime, and I've already said I don't think that he raped her, but that's just my opinion, because I'm like everybody else. I watch TV.
Yeah, and hopefully
I don't know.
The truth will come out in a trial.
But I do think it's rather pathetic for a disc jockey who's just trying anything to get out there and get his name mentioned on newscasts to read this girl's name. Because it's not hard to find.
Right.
The name was brought to us a week and a half ago because all of her idiot friends are doing interviews. Everybody knows the town.
Right.
All you got to do is call somebody in the town and say, oh, yeah, do you know the name of the girl? She also tried out for American Idol. We had someone at Fox who called us and said this is the name of the girl. So we could have, as I'm sure Howard Stern could have, Don Imus could have. Anybody, any disc jockey.
Yeah, it's not like, lest anybody think it's a great get. Yeah. It's not a great get because it is easy to get this name, and the name was being shopped around and offered to shows, including our show.
So the point here is the debate on whether the name should be revealed or not is for another place, another time. The point is, this is really, and this is why I'm going to say, don't take me as a hypocrite, because what I was just doing, you can't compare to that. That is truly radio going to its lowest common denominator. Really, somebody so desperate, they will do anything to get their name in the newspaper.
Absolutely.
Say this girl's name. I mean, what's the point? What's the point? I think it's kind of irrelevant that they're bringing out that Tom Leykis tried to put his wife's head into a fireplace. But it's like one of those things in radio where you just go, what the F's wrong with this guy?
And there's a reason they don't release those names. There's a reason they keep that under wraps.
And I know,
you got a public figure. Yeah, you got a lot of passions on both sides of the issue. And, before the truth comes out in this, before the trial, before anybody knows what's going on, revealing that name is the reason it's the least ethical thing you can do is because you're subjecting somebody and their family to a dangerous situation. That's the bottom line.
And it's just something that Tom Leykis on the Tom Leykis show has done, so he'll get his name mentioned on our show and in the newspaper. And, you want to do that, do a show around people having sex at a church, and I respect that more. I really do. I really do. And our best to the widow Leykis, the woman who got her head into the fireplace. He didn't kill her, did he?
No, not that I know.
We don't know.
No.
Anyway.
They're no longer married. And the only similarity between the two things was the call to 911. That's right. So he has that to be proud of. Wow.
Was that his quote?
That's his quote, yes.
It's so stupid.
Man, oh man.
He really is so stupid. God.
Didn't help his case.
Tom Leykis, I want to say, I'm proud that I announced her name. Why do we have this stigma in America? Call me at 1-888 Wife's Head in the Fireplace. Jesus, come on. Do what you got to do, man, to make a buck. Be shocking.
Right.
Be outrageous.
Outrageous!
But, God.
Outrageous.
But,
Fireplace!
Goddamn. Like you're some investigative journalist.
If you could put a head through the fireplace, would you? Oh, would you? Would you? The circus is in town and it will be televised. Kobe Bryant's first pretrial hearing will be on Court TV and other channels. A Colorado judge gave the okay yesterday for the hearing August 6th. Now, this does not necessarily mean that the trial itself will be broadcast when it begins toward the end of the year. The hearing is where Kobe will formally be told he faces up to life in prison. And although the judge has okayed the broadcasting that hearing, he's invoked a partial gag order on the case in the hope that potential jurors won't be tainted.
He said taint. And hold on. Entering the courtroom now is famous disc jockey who revealed the girl's name, Tom Leykis. Hi, Tom.
From head to toe in black.
Hey, Tom, wearing black doesn't help. You still look like a fat Elton John. This is Tom Leykis. I've got balls of steel. I'm going to say the name of the alleged rape victim.
Before you do that, Tom, let me give you a peanut. There you go. And speaking of circuses, you may want to get a ringside seat for the next phase of the Liza Minnelli-David Guest breakup. That's going to get ugly, isn't it? Oh, I think
Hold on.
so.
Here's a quote from Liza.
That's David.
Good news for you.
Yes?
You're single at the same time as she's single.
Finally. Don't think I'm not aware of that. And
finally.
Don't think I wasn't aware. Yeah, really, because it's just never worked for us. Yeah, and at the same time, David Guest is single. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
Hey.
A spokeswoman for her says, I wonder what kind of bracelet he wears. A spokeswoman for Liza says they have no plans to divorce, but word from his camp is that he's gearing up for a massive fight in court that is, quote, going to get ugly. Oh, boy. Guest is already fighting dirty by leaking unfavorable stories about Liza to the National Enquirer. In fact, the trouble started on a British talk show where he called her very fat. He also reportedly showed no sympathy for her alcohol problem. Liza's half-sister has described the marriage as a freak show.
There's the only something I can think of that a man who has no facial hair has lost his beard. Right? Because David Guest.
Yeah, right.
That's wild.
That's wild.
I want to say he's gay. And she's drunk.
And I love that term, the beard.
Wow.
Yeah.
That Tom Leykis.
And Liza has a beard.
Yes, sir.
And a mustache.
Wow, Tom Leykis.
She ate the car in front of her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You see, he took his wife's head and put it in a fireplace. Wow, that was one hot marriage. I want to tell you that. That's wild. Yes, hey, did you poke her?
Amtrak is not pressing charges.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Don't sit there like a bump on a log.
The only difference is she didn't call 911. Wild, Tom Leykis.
I understand that when he took out the fireplace, he came down with the flu.
New York City is apparently about to get America's first all-gay high school. It'll have about 170 students. Mayor Mike Bloomberg made the announcement yesterday, calling the school a haven from bullies. Quoting him, gays and lesbians have been constantly harassed and beaten in other schools. Is anyone listening? This sort of solves that problem. It lets them get an education without having to worry. Critics say gays should not be segregated or treated differently, especially at taxpayers' expense in tough economic times. Besides the basics, the school will focus on art and culinary programs.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, that's the truth.
Oh, my God.
I got a joke,
All right. Make it up.
but I can't say it.
You're writing down a joke?
Oh, it's the one we're going to pass around the room?
Okay, let's see.
There it is.
Yes, sir.
Yep, absolutely.
Can you read it, Buzz?
Yes. That's brilliant, actually.
You see, it's the name of someone that...
Yeah, I know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's apparently not enough for the Catholic Church to say it's just against gay marriages. It's now waging a war on anyone who would dare suggest such a thing.
Yeah, because the Catholic Church should really be worrying about this.
Panicked by the changing world that surrounds it, the Church is ordering its bishops and Catholic politicians to fight the trend. Countries in Europe, North America, and elsewhere have generally ignored the Vatican recently as it speaks out against gay marriage. So the Church is going on the offensive, organizing a crusade around what it calls a doctrine of faith.
And eventually, hey, it's the Pope. Hey, Your Holiness, it's been a long time since you've dropped by for a visit.
Hey, dude, I just want to say, what was the position again? That we are for or against?
Missionary.
Against
We
gay
are
marriages.
against gay marriage.
Right.
Unless it's one of our priests who's in love with a delightful altar boy.
There you go. That's the policy, Your Holiness?
That's the policy.
And you're sticking by it?
Yes.
Your Holiness? Football season just around the corner.
I know. My surprise pick, the Atlanta Falcons. Mike, join me. Pray for David Guest.
I will indeed. Yes, he's a very tragic figure.
Tom Leykis, you're an ass.
Oh, there you go. And that came from His Holiness Pope John Paul.
Now, excuse me, I've got to whip this thing out and take a leak.
Wow.
I'm just a man.
Flesh and bone.
Flesh and bone.
Outlived Bob Hope.
Yeah, congratulations on outliving Bob Hope.
Yeah.
I'm the Hope the Pope winner.
Yeah. Congratulations, your brother.
Thank you. Buzz, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.